Today we're diving deep into the explosive allegations between two well-known Twitch personalities, Emiru and Mizkif. In this video, we'll break down the timeline, the claims from both sides, past behavioral patterns, community reaction, and the broader context behind their complicated and now very public fallout. Twitch streamer Emiru recently went live with a disturbing and emotional broadcast. She accused her ex-boyfriend and fellow streamer Mizkif of psychological and domestic abuse, stalking, harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail. After months of silence, she said she felt compelled to finally open up after learning of new alleged incidents and for her own safety. Emiru detailed a relationship marked by manipulation, fear, and volatility. She described Mizkif as controlling, recounting how he dictated what she wore, who she could interact with, and when she could stream. She recounted numerous times he allegedly threw objects and became physically intimidating. Quote, "He would throw bottles, plastic bottles, with liquid, not glass, at me, despite me saying it scared me. He once threw his phone, which hit me in the eye and caused a black eye. He always said it was an accident." She described locking herself in her room while Mizkif banged on the door and screamed. There were instances of reckless driving, with Mizkif speeding up to 150 miles per hour, following fights to intimidate or unsettle her, with parallels drawn to similar episodes reported by his previous girlfriend, Maya. The most serious accusation was of sexual assault. Emiru recalled breaking down in tears at her house after their breakup while Mizkif tried to comfort her. As she cried, he began kissing her, then forcibly attempted to take things further. She screamed, and he stopped and left immediately. Emiru disclosed that after this, Mizkif never checked on her or apologized. He just said, "I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go," and left me, still crying. Emiru described ongoing stalking and harassment long after she attempted to cut contact. She says Mizkif would track her at events, flood her with dozens of messages, and even threaten her through friends and employees. She alleged that Mizkif plotted a smear campaign, threatening to accuse her publicly of killing her pet rabbits if she ever spoke out about him. This threat was reportedly made to several mutual acquaintances and reinforced during TwitchCon 2025, where he allegedly told her employee, "If Emmy ever tries to talk about me, I will destroy her." Feeling increasingly unsafe, and after learning Mizkif had allegedly mistreated others in similar ways, Emiru said she was left with no choice but to share her experiences. She has since begun the process of filing restraining orders in Texas and California. Mizkif responded on stream immediately after Emiru's broadcast, describing their relationship as deeply toxic from both sides. He admitted to being controlling and aggressive at times, including yelling, slamming doors, punching walls, and dictating how Emiru should dress or who she could see, but denied all allegations of sexual assault or criminal abuse, asserting that arguments were mutual and Emiru also displayed anger, including throwing things at him. Regarding the assault allegation, Mizkif described a different context. He said the incident happened after their breakup, when they were both emotional, and that there was cuddling and kissing beforehand, which Emiru had allowed. When he tried to escalate, she screamed, and he claims that he immediately stopped and left. He stated, "I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable. I wish I'd said sorry then."
Mizkif also attempted to turn the focus on Emiru, accusing her of neglecting her pet rabbits, saying that her alleged animal neglect was widely known among creators, and suggesting he had only intended to defend himself if attacked first. The shock of Emiru's allegations was amplified by Mizkif's documented history of controversial behavior. Controlling and aggressive behaviors. Emiru's description of intimidation, object throwing, and reckless driving mirrors reports from Mizkif's former girlfriend, Maya. Community members noted the unsettling pattern, with even Reddit and Discord conversations highlighting a consistent pattern of dominance and manipulation tactics. Mutual volatility claims. Mizkif positioned their relationship as toxic and volatile from both ends, admitting some wrong but denying criminality. He repeatedly insisted both parties exchanged threats of self-harm during arguments and claimed emotional volatility was mutual. Previous drama and organizational fallout. Mizkif's reputation has been marred by past scandals, including accusations that he helped cover up a sexual assault by friend and fellow streamer Crazy Slick. Though a third-party law firm found no direct evidence of a cover-up, Mizkif was suspended from the OTK organization's board for his lack of empathy and callous disregard regarding the situation. Past bans and problematic conduct. Mizkif has faced several Twitch bans over the years, as well as past exposure of using racist and homophobic slurs in old messages, which further damaged his public reputation. Community division. The streaming world is deeply divided. Some creators publicly supported Emiru, while others described the situation as mutually destructive. Many stressed calls for Twitch to act decisively, with Emiru moving ahead on legal restraining orders. Before dating Emiru, Mizkif was in a relationship with fellow streamer Maya Higa from 2019 to 2021. Their breakup, initially described as amicable, soon became a source of community drama. When Emiru moved in with Mizkif soon after, Maya and viewers noted the emotional difficulty of being replaced so quickly, and Maya herself would later comment on the public scrutiny and emotional exhaustion surrounding their breakup. The timing and dynamics of these past relationships, combined with Emiru's account of Mizkif repeating behavioral patterns from prior relationships, further shaped perceptions. At the time of this video, Emiru has stepped away from platforms and public events, focusing on her personal safety and healing. Mizkif remains active but faces growing calls for a platform ban and a broader discussion about accountability in streaming. The community remains split, and the legal process is still unfolding. As always, this situation is ongoing. Details may develop, and allegations are yet to be adjudicated in a legal context. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic abuse or harassment, please seek help from trusted support organizations. Stay safe and take care. This script is based on publicly available live streams, media coverage, and community discussions as of October 2025. It is not legal advice or a statement of guilt. For further coverage, community reactions, and the latest updates, subscribe and stay tuned.